Hi, my name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to Vastu Creations, my YouTube channel. Today we wanted to talk about the chart of famous composer Leonard Bernstein. There's a new Netflix documentary called Maestro, talking about his life. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, you would see the constellation of Libra rising at 29 degrees. First, we're going to look and see how the planets are operating. Then we'll look and see when they're operating, doing certain events in his life, and then we'll see what we could do to strengthen the chart. Sun is ruling the house of income, fulfillment of desires, and it gives income through the indicators for Sun, which is being a leader, lead conductor. It gave him a very flamboyant personality. Then we have weak placement, afflicted old moon. Moon is sitting in the 6th house, which is a challenging house. And it gives him, it affects the mind and emotions, makes him very passionate and emotional, which really supports his career. But also it is the indicator for lungs, and he did have lung cancer, emphysema. Affects the mind, depression, and asthma also had. So Mars is ruling the house of partnerships, placed in the very 1st house, gives him a rebellious sort of nature, rebelled against his dad and other figures of authority in his life, but made him very passionate. Then we have challenging Mercury, any multicona sign, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, found in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th, Dustana or challenging houses, it can be challenging, either in the birth chart or the transit chart. In this case, in the birth chart, it's not causing much trouble. But we have Mercury, Virgo sitting there in the 12th, ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is actually sitting in the 11th house. And it gives him some identity issues. He was bisexual, gives him the ability to take on different roles, being a conductor, a composer, and also some he had some depression, controversial speech. He was very outspoken about a lot of different political causes, and there was addiction. He was a chain smoker. Drugs were also involved. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the house of success, and it is placed in the house of good fortune. He a prolific writer of different music. Also, you have a pianist. Then we have Venus ruling the chart, gives it life purpose through performing arts. Very flamboyant, good looking. Again, composer, pianist, conductor. The prime health indicator is Venus, and Venus is from time to time got affected this lung cancer, heart issues, and but it made him very charismatic. And then we have a weak, afflicted Saturn in old age. It's ruling the house of creativity, and gives creativity through hard work. Saturn sitting in his career house. And then challenging Rahu and Ketu. They are balancing the material and the spiritual, gives him some identity issues, and a lot of drama in his life. They are close to the rising sign degree, which is 29 degrees, and they can afflict inner conflict, drama, trauma, career, happiness, addictions. It also, I think, afflicts the lungs and the heart. So let's look at the timing of events. He first became a conductor in 1943 during a Saturn period. So Saturn, his creativity really taking off there. And then in 51, he got married during also a Saturn period. Saturn's ruling the fifth house of romance. One of his many great pieces was West Side Story in 1957 during a Jupiter period, again, bringing great Jupiter ruling the house of success. 69, he retired during a K2 period. K2 is endings, sitting in the house of endings as well. And it's 1970, he became very dissatisfied during a moon period. A moon, again, affecting the mind and emotions, bringing depression. His beloved wife died in 1978 during a Rahu period. Rahu sitting in the house of stability in the marriage, bringing unexpected events. In 78, he went into right after that, he went into a very deep depression during that Rahu period. In 80, he returned to conducting during a K2 period, bringing life-changing events. He had a heart attack and passed away in 1990. And if you look at the circular chart on the left, you see the outer part of that circle is where the planets were when he passed away. The inner circle is where the planets were when he was born. And you can see that Mercury, which is malefic, is afflicting Venus. Venus is the body, the vitality, the health. It's the prime health indicator and also indicator of longevity at that time. What could be done to strengthen the chart? Well, he's involved in a lot of charity work. So those are transforming Rahu and K2, as well as Mercury. And then my favorite remedy, which is a kavash, a silver locket containing the Devata yantras for his benefic planets, would be very effective. If you'd like to get a kavash or get a reading or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.